Hello everyone, and welcome back to Her Story. Now, oh boy, we've really dived into just something here. Like, wow, I don't even know what the hell we just got ourselves into. I'm a little nervous because I'm looking at the list of key terms that we need to search for, and goddamn, there's a lot of them. So, jeez. So anyway, let's keep going. We just ended with broke. Let's go with diary now. 5. Okay, so pump out another few. What do we got? So I'm again pretty sure empty room 3 is. That's weird. Empty room. That's really weird. Empty room, basically. But it's, I don't know. Maybe it'll play out. Oh, sorry for yawning. It's, like I mentioned in the last episode, it's like 1:30 in the morning for me. But, yeah, I'm pretty sure empty room is Hannah Smith, and, like, interview room is Eve. So I'm pretty sure that's it. I don't think there's anyone else other than these two that we're seeing. It's a little difficult to tell because, like, Eve kind of seems to be wearing like the same clothing, but Hannah is like really jumping around with her outfits. But I think it's just the same. So we'll see. So let's look at this.
No, he doesn't keep a diary. That's my thing. I've kept one, well, as long as I can remember, since I was a girl. It helps make sense of my day. And when you're forced to put something into words, this gives you perspective. Everyone's on the same page.
Ah, okay. Interesting. So, Hannah's diary, I'm going to say. Alright, what do we got here?
When I was 8, Mother died. She slipped down the stairs.
Ooh.
It was an accident. I had read a diary at that point, and I knew she wasn't my real mother. So I burned the diary that day, and I left. Walked out and across the street.
Oh. Shit, that was apparently important information because we got a little thing there. Died when Eve was 8, huh? It should be more like user notes than user tags, but you know, whatever. Okay. So, well, that was something, because she did talk about how at one point she just crossed the street. Hannah mentioned that at one point, like, Eve just crossed the street when they made a habit of like looking at each other because like looking in a mirror, because they're twins, of course, and so at one point, like, Eve just walked across the street and she hit her in her attic, and just as far as I can tell, she just fucking stayed up there because no one ever went up to the attic. They said
just became our way of life. We would swap places and take it in turns to do things, and we were very careful. Whoever had been out that day would come back and write a detailed diary so that we were on the same page.
Oh.
We had a list of rules that said what we could and couldn't do in any given situation.
Mm-hmm.
It was exhaustive. We lived a second life through those rules. Rules for things that could only ever happen inside our imaginations. And we would consider all the permutations of future events and agreed rules to walk our way through them.
Interesting. Okay. Wow. Alright, that is something. Alright. That is just... That's like a Mary Kate and Ashley fucking thing. God damn. Okay. So yeah, the diary was important then. I'm gonna actually add that to the session there. Okay, I think this is gonna be the exact same. I think that's
thing. I've kept one, well, as long as I can remember, since I was a girl. Helps make sense of my day.
I wonder why.
When you're forced to put something into words.
Mm-hmm.
Just gives you perspective. Everyone's on the same page.
Yeah, I bet they are. Son of a bitch. Yep. That would explain it. God damn. Fuck. This is really, really fucking interesting though. Like just learning about these fucking people's lives. Okay. On to letters. Okay, only 2. And only one of those we haven't seen yet. So, what do we got? 17 seconds? I'm gonna guess it's not gonna be a huge deal.
Yes.
But we'll see.
It's an Amstrad one. No one uses it very much. There's a printer so you can write letters on it. Simon sometimes plays games. And Save the Princess. That kind of thing.
Okay. So we got Amstrad there as well. So letters are done. Still got a few. Husband, that's gonna be like 2 trillion, right? 7. Okay. Ah, boy. Should have guessed. 5 new ones. Here we go. Nope, not what I meant to do. Can I not delete? No, I don't really want to do that. Oh. No, I kind of like this. This feels a bit more realistic. That's weird. I don't like that. I want to remove that from session, but I fucking can't. God damn it. Idiot. Whatever, it's too late now.
I've been into work. I guess I've just been waiting to hear from you, hear from my husband.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I bet. Okay, well, hold on. Who's SB? Yeah, I don't really know. I don't want to do the delete thing, because that seems like it's gonna... Nope. Nope, I just want to delete one. Why won't you let me just delete one, please? That's pretty fucking ridiculous that you won't let me delete just one. Whatever, I guess. 3 seconds? Sure. Fuck! God damn it, I'm gonna add every single fucking video now to the goddamn user session. Okay, that didn't offer me much.
She's crying, I guess. She's sad because she thought she saw her husband with him. But it's okay, because she finds out it wasn't her husband, it was his brother. And so it's fine.
Okay.
Thought it made me sound suspicious. It's not a normal thing to do, to drive to the other end of the country. I wanted to keep it simple. I know it was stupid not to tell you everything. Saying I spent the night in Glasgow when my husband went missing, I thought it would, distract you from what was important. It's different now. There is.
Okay, yeah. So you were in Glasgow when your husband went missing then, huh? Alright.
It was supposed to be a secret. Just because Simon is dead, it doesn't mean I have to give up all his secrets. It doesn't have anything to do with what happened to Simon. No one murdered my husband because he cheated his expenses for a romantic weekend in Oxford.
Cheated Oxford. Just keep getting more and more fucking terms I gotta look up. So, widow, here we go. Any new ones? Nope. It's just the one. Alright. Now we're gonna get a fuck ton because we're searching up Simon. Woohoo! 61! Holy Jesus. Sweet baby Jesus. God damn. Whew! That's like a fourth of the fucking video.
Simon is 6 foot, darkish blonde hair, average build. He's clean shaven. With his beard grows, it goes ginger, so he shaves it. I mean, not that there's anything wrong with ginger hair. I bought a photo instead of a spring photo. This was taken last year on holiday in Rome. It's best from now.
Okay. So Rome is kind of another one. So Simon A, yeah. Description. Pretty much what that is. Whew.
It's the Rockington Arms, the Rock. It's run by a nice couple, Peter and Susan. There's some other regulars there that Sam likes to drink with. In the bar with Helen sometimes, Helen. Peter said Simon had been in and had a few drinks.
So we got a place of interest then, huh? Okay, plus 2 people.
It's the Rockington Arms, the Rock. It's run by a nice couple, Peter and Susan. There's some other regulars there that Sam likes to drink with. In the bar with Helen sometimes, Helen. Peter said Simon had been in and had a few drinks.
Okay. Alright. Interesting. So we got a little piece of the puzzle there as well.
Simon isn't the type
Fucking ink in this pen, I
to
swear to
run
God.
off or do anything crazy. Someone must have done something to him. There must have been some kind of accident. Someone we didn't notice.
So what do we do next? Indeed. So papers. 5. Okay. What do we got for papers? Oh, I was like, is that a male? Do we have a third character in now? It's like, no. It's that would be Hannah.
Okay.
Excuse me.
I parked up in the street. It was busy, so I had to park down the end of the road. Walked up, knocked on the door, no answer. I took my keys out of my bag and unlocked the door. The main lock was unlocked. You can tell because the key doesn't turn when you try to turn it to the left. I walked in. Simon's coat wasn't on the peg. I couldn't see his shoes in the shoe rack. I shouted out. I walked straight into the kitchen because he usually sits in there to have a cup of tea and read his paper. But he wasn't there. I touched the kettle. It was cold. I looked quickly in the living room. Nothing. I walked upstairs to the bedroom and he wasn't there. I didn't search for him because it was pretty clear he wasn't there. I had a shower. The phone rang whilst I was in the shower. I didn't answer it. I think it was Eric. Then I was just exhausted. So I lay down on the bed and I fell asleep, though I didn't mean to. I woke up a couple of hours later and I was surprised to see no one in the bed next to me. And then I remembered where I was and what had happened. That's when Eric called again. This time I spoke to him. Then I called Doug and Eleanor. And then I decided to come and see you. Don't know.
Doug and Eleanor. Let me just look at that name again. Eleanor.
Okay. Later, and then I remembered. That's when Eric called. Then I called Doug and Eleanor. And then I decided to come and see you. Don't know.
That's how you spell it. Spelled it a little bit wrong. That's okay. Alright. So I'm gonna add that one to the session. I'm gonna give that one Yes, that one's a bit important. It's kind of like an alibi, I guess.
Okay. I parked up on the street. It was busy, so I parked down the end of the road. I walked up to the house. I knocked on the door. No answer. I took my keys out of my bag, unlocked the door. The main lock was unlocked. I could tell because the key wouldn't turn when I tried to turn it to the left. I walked in. Simon's coat wasn't on the peg. I couldn't see his shoes in the shoe rack. I shouted out for him. I walked straight into the kitchen. He usually sits in there to have a cup of tea and read his paper. He wasn't there. I touched the kettle. It was cold. I looked quickly into the living room. Nothing. I walked upstairs to the bedroom. He wasn't there. I didn't search for him because it was pretty clear he wasn't there. Then I had a shower. Whilst I was in the shower, the phone rang. I think it was Eric, his boss. I didn't answer it. Then I came out and I was just exhausted. So I lay down on the bed and I fell asleep, but I didn't mean to. I woke up a couple of hours later and I was surprised to see no one in the bed next to me. And then I remembered where I was and what had happened. That's when Eric called again. I spoke to him. Then I called Simon's parents. And then I decided to come and see you. Better now?
Okay, interesting. That was that was June 30th. And this was the next day. Okay. Yes, do that. Okay, so Doug and Eleanor, I'm gonna assume, are Simon's parents. She mentioned Doug and Eleanor before in the first one, and then she, at the same time in the second one, she said Doug. She said Simon's parents. So that's just my guess.
We were obsessed with fairy tales. Not just the pretty ones, but the traditional ones. They were dark and real, bizarre and violent.
Give
Felt like life.
props. Those are.
We had this huge old book that I think Mum must have bought from a library sale. The illustrations had thin tracing paper over them to protect them. They were in colour, shiny plates. At the front of the book was an index of illustrations. We read that more than the actual stories. We'd read aloud the captions and flip between the pictures. There was something intimate about peeling back the tracing paper and dressing the pictures. Rapunzel's hair is cut. The eagle plucks out his heart. The princess pricks her finger.
Okay. So that was that. Up next, we have everyone's favorite, drowning. It's just the one. Alright. Perfect. I didn't really want to hear all too much about that anymore. Alright, Portsmouth. Only one as well. Okay. Knocking out a couple here. What about Bob Dylan? Just the one again. Alright. On to Eric, who is Simon's boss. 14. There we go. First 5 are completely new.
He was wearing a shirt,
Okay.
a blue turtleneck shirt and jeans. He has a watch. It's a really nice one. That was a gift from his boss, Eric. He had his coat, a long grey duffel coat, black pants and there. He would have taken that with him. It's not in the house.
What? Oh. There you go. Alright. So, interesting. So that was kind of, that was like his appearance.
Yeah. It was Friday evening. We had an argument. He left. On Saturday, he didn't come back. I waited all day. He was supposed to go help Eric out with something on the Saturday afternoon. He had a job. He didn't show. So Eric was ringing on the phone. I checked at the Rock, that's our local. They said they'd seen him on the Friday night, but not since. still wasn't back this morning. Just isn't like him at all. Still not back by dinner time. It's getting dark again, so I decided to come and see you. So I didn't believe it.
Yikes. Last movements, what he was doing / supposed to do for...
Yes, there's a car that we share, a Cavalier, and a van he uses for work. It's owned by Eric, but we look after it. Both of them are there now, parked in the street. I'm not sure about the keys for the van. I can look if you want to get that.
Okay. So both of the modes of transportation was still there. So how is it getting around? That's weird. So the car that they share in a van, like a company van, and they're both still there. But you didn't know where the keys to the van were.
Yes, that would be in his wallet.
Interesting.
It's a Visa, a silver one. He doesn't like to spend money he doesn't have, so he usually pays with cash. Eric convinced him to get one.
Okay. Next to pay with cash. Interesting. So it doesn't like to leave a big paper trail.
Eric was like an uncle to him. They were pretty close. They spend a lot of time with each other, especially when they have to go to conferences. Have you met his wife, Diane?
Diane. Okay, well, there's that. Alright, so that's all for Eric we can do now. Okay, we'll look up Rapunzel. No, I didn't spell it right. There we go. I did spell it right in my book before, a little notepad here. And I misspelled it when I typed it because I thought I didn't spell it right the first time. Fucking dummy.
Sorry. The picture, the way it's drawn, just reminded me of the books we used to read as children. I read those fairy tales over and over, and they were so real to me. Rapunzel was my favourite. My brain is just full of it.
Okay.
How are any of these in colour?
Alright, so Rapunzel's her favorite. I don't really know why. Just because she relates to it so much?
Sorry, I messed it up with all that Rapunzel stuff. Do you need me to do that card again?
Okay. Interesting. Doesn't really
Could
give
the
me
hairs
anything
have come
more.
from somewhere else? Could they... We have a lot of dolls in the attic. There's a Rapunzel doll with long blonde hair. Could they have come from there?
Hair samples? Okay, that's all that. check out identity. Nope, it's just the one. Guess I shouldn't be surprised. Alright, up next we got Carl. That was a name that was mentioned, but I have no idea who it is. Not Carl. Carl. Give me something. 5 entries. Alright. Let me figure out who this Carl is. Come on. Got 4 new videos. Let's go. Let's figure out what the fuck's going on.
Was he my first?
Who's this Carl, man?
No need to be so coy. No, he wasn't my first. That would have been Carl. He was a local boy in a band. He was a bit of a shit. But he was sexy. We were 15.
Okay. Interesting. All right. Well, I mean, that answers that, of course. Let's see what we got next. What else we got with Carl here?
I was 15. Carl was older. 17, I think.
Okay.
I was really into him, regardless of how he actually behaved. Lots of drunken teenage sex.
Well, that's
We did it in a church once.
Jeez.
Stupid. So he got tired of us and we split up after about 6 months. It was sad, but those early experiences, they help you realise who's really important to you, you know?
That's true.
Family.
Yeah. Alright. I can jive with
Family.
that.
So Carl fucked off, and then there were other boys here and there, and then Simon.
Okay. Ooh. Minute 18.
Differences? She's a better driver than me. She passed the test for us. I tried to take it and nearly crashed the car. Learned that you can't rely on confidence to get you through everything.
Okay. Well, yeah. Driving a car is much more than confidence.
She is the shy one. She was especially shy around boys. If Hannah liked a boy, I would have to pursue him. It was that way with Carl. Hannah met him first. And she had such a crush. I let him take my virginity after a night that his band had played at. It got difficult. When I was with Carl, we would have sex, but Hannah couldn't let him see she was a virgin. She had lots of excuses. After a while, we decided that I should take Hannah's virginity. It's not that different to a bruise, pulling a tooth, a grave. We used a hairbrush. After that, we took it in turns, though. I was always the one who seduced the boys. Until Simon.
Interesting. Okay. Well, that was enlightening, to say the least. Well. No, hold on. go. I love how I'm using those tags as just as just notes now. Doesn't even matter. Okay, fine then. Got nothing. Gonna be surprised. Alright, what do you got on Ouija? Oh, 2. Okay. Wonder what you saw, and this is a new one. 35 seconds.
When beautiful people died, it always felt like it was a sign. You remember Princess Grace? Grace Kelly? She died in a car crash the year before we met Simon. We used a Ouija board to speak to her, and that gave us the power to find him. That's what we thought then. That people who died, when beautiful people died, always felt like it was a sign. You remember Princess Grace? Grace Kelly? She died in a car crash the year before we met Simon. We used a Ouija board to speak to her, and that gave us the power to find him.
Okay.
That's what we thought then.
Sure.
That people who died tragically leave some kind of magic behind. We used to share dreams. We used to wake up and write them down in our diaries immediately and compare them.
Okay, so I'm gonna look at magic. This might be something. Alright. So yeah, and this was the hold on. One of these is the Ernst brothers, I think.
Just crying. Okay.
Okay, not that one. Oh, there we go. ERNST Brothers. There we go, we'll just do that. Okay, nope, it's nothing. Okay, fine. Amstrad. What's that? Give me Amstrad, please. Nothing. Alright. Yeah. Let's see, how many do we got left? We got a few. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12. Still got 12. 12 more key terms. We're not running out. Once we get to like 5 with nothing, then I'll start getting a little worried that we're getting cold. What do we got for Glasgow? Woo! There we go. That's a hit. Alright. Fucking nailed him. Alright, what do we got here? What do we got?
I got in the car.
Oh, I've got 30 minutes. What do we got here?
I just kept driving north. Just kept going, just wanted to get as far away as I could. When I finally stopped, I was all the way up in Glasgow. I was so tired. Just had to sleep. Yes.
Alright.
I got to Glasgow, I was exhausted, so I pulled over and slept in the car. I woke up because a rubbish truck went past. I got some petrol, bought a coffee and a pastry, tried calling someone from a payphone, and then headed back.
Okay.
Yeah, that's Simon's watch.
Oh.
It was a gift from Eric. He got it this year.
How did you find the watch?
It was a wedding anniversary gift. Steel. It would have been Diane who chose it. She has really nice taste. That time, you must eliminate me. I was in Glasgow then.
Yeah. I mean, I think so. Wait, I mean, can I vouch for you? I mean, you need...
No, I don't think so. Glasgow was deserted that early in the morning.
Yep, that was probably them being like, can anyone vouch for you? And she's like, no, I don't think so, it was deserted.
When I arrived in Glasgow, I was exhausted. The streets were empty. I was driving badly. And I hit a taxi. Not a big crash, just paintwork. The guy was so pissed off because I didn't have a driving license on me.
Ooh.
But when I told him I was pregnant, he made sure I got to the hospital so they could check me out. It was fine. The hospital must have details when I was looked at. There's a scratch on the car.
Huh, okay. You seem to have an alibi, if that all checks out. So, I mean, that kind of checks out a bit, honestly. Alright, we'll check out Cheated. Ooh, okay. We got 5. God damn. This is just really fucking weird. Like, you never know what the word,
No,
like, typing a word in is going to pop up.
Unfaithful. I've never cheated on Simon.
Oh, that's what I started to kind of expected to come out of this.
Have I ever cheated on Simon? You asked that question yesterday.
Ooh, uh-oh. Yeah, they're trying to
Simon never cheated on me.
trying to see if she
He was devoted
breaks
to
it.
me. And I was devoted to him. Nothing in life was easy. We were good to each other. Life isn't a fairy tale. I do what you can.
Okay. She kind of had a little bit of a, like a oh shit moment of just like maybe something happened.
You're reaching here, and I don't know why. No, I've never cheated on anyone. I've never taken anything from anyone. Simon's dead. But I have my baby to care for. Why are you trying to make me sad? Why are you so obsessed with sex and affairs? You cheated on your wife. Is this your thing?
Okay, interesting. Interesting look into kind of... Even the fucking investigators now have a bit of character. God damn. Alright, check out Oxford. Alright, 2 new ones. Not bad. Let's take a look at our database here. We're getting peppered. Getting some peppers in there. Whew.
There was a conference, something to do with double glazing. In Oxford?
Double glazing? The fuck is a double glazing? Actually, no, I don't think I want to know. I don't think I want to know what a double glazing is.
Are you sure? What would you be doing in Oxford if there was no conference? I remember calling him. He said it was boring and he spent most of the time at the bar.
Okay. Alright. Let's go to Rome. 1 entry. Perfect. Uh-huh. Ginger, only 1 entry. Thought that might be something, but shouldn't be surprised. Let's just go bar, not Rockington Arms. Put that down at the bottom there. We got 4 new ones, boy. Okay. What kind of information we gonna drop here? Please?
Got a small bedstead.
Please something?
Got my tattoo to mark the occasion.
Okay.
I was singing in a bar in the evenings, so I had some money, enough money to cover my rent. And I've been doing something similar ever since. I haven't put down any roots. I don't exist.
Interesting. I mean, true, she kind of doesn't really exist.
He saw me singing one of my shows. Pure chance. Not sure I remember what he was even doing. Afterwards, I had a drink at the bar and he came over and we got talking. I knew who he was. Obviously I knew who he was. But he didn't know who I was. He was fascinated by the likeness. Guessed my name for my tattoo. Told me it was a palindrome, and that would impress me. I enjoyed talking to him. It was amazing to be able to sit and interact and talk to him after all this time. He didn't tell me he was married. I'm not sure what he was thinking. He later told me it was like he was dreaming. A waking dream.
Okay. So maybe Simon wasn't 100% honest when he said he wasn't, when he was when he said he was completely faithful. Okay.
Nothing else happened that night. We talked, then I said goodbye. Then next week I was sitting in the bar again, and there he was. And again the next week, he offered to buy me a meal. I told them I had already eaten, and so we got chips and ate on the beach instead. When we said goodbye, he asked me to kiss him. Romantic.
Yeah. Yikes. Oof. Yikes. That's not too good.
I told her it was one of my boyfriends, someone I had met in the bar. I think she was happy. But I could tell she was thinking, why couldn't it happen to her and son? They were the ones with the real life. Why not them?
What's that supposed to mean? Did she get... Eve get pregnant? I don't know about that. I mean, I'm gonna look. The Rockington Arms. Yeah, it's just the one. Sure. I want rock in general. 4. Okay. Alright.
Oh God, I don't know. I guess the Rock. We've spoken to everyone there. Someone must have seen where he went. I don't know. So many things could have gone wrong.
Okay. Well, on the right track, but still not really anything.
No.
Just still talking
No
about
one's
the
been
rock
in the
and
last
how
few
it could
weeks.
be.
We had a plumber come in 3-4 weeks ago. Someone sang me from the Rock.
Plumber. Interesting. That might be a lead. Alright, let's look at the watch. The Simon's watch. 5. Okay. I've already seen a few of these, but you know. So how many do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Still got 12. So we're replenishing our numbers as we're using them.
I guess you could call it that, but we were both happy to get married. It was a beautiful wedding. We had our first dance to Come Back and Stay. I'm not sure if that's a good wedding song, but I loved it. I chose it. I mean, it was genuinely our first dance. We'd never danced together before. It was probably awful to watch, but I enjoyed it. It felt like it was just, loved it. I chose, that's a good wedding song. Come Back and Stay.
Come Back and Stay.
It felt like it was just me and Simon for that moment. Just the two of us. It happened very quickly. We hardly had to talk to each other. We agreed almost silently. The baby was what mattered. We'd help each other. We cleaned up. We bagged up the broken mirror, her clothes. They're gone. We took him down to the cellar. We knew we had an alibi, and we wanted the body to be found later. We wanted to have suspicion on us, so we could then disprove it, rather than have it linger. Better to keep the body in the house than risk being seen with it. The watch, that was my touch, to make sure the alibi stuck.
What? What the fuck? What the fuck was that? What? Excuse me? What the fuck was that? That doesn't seem right. Okay, that's nothing. Van. Just one, yeah, that's about it. For Visa. Still just one. Okay. What do we got for hair? Got 8. Is that a guitar? Okay.
What kind of hairs?
Okay, 2.5 minutes. Holy shit.
You want me to play something? I'm not the world's greatest guitar player. Okay? Probably needs tuning. How about a traditional one? Should we want that first? Two sisters came walking by the sea. Oh, wind and the eldest one pushed the other one in. Oh, the dreadful wind down. So they both fell in love for the captain's son. Oh, the wind and the rain, but he only cared for the youngest one. Oh, that dreadful wind. Oh, the eldest envied her sister fair. Oh, the wind and the
this is talking about that drowning thing, eh?
Little face and her long blonde hair. Oh, the dreadful wind and rain. So she pushed her in and held her down. Oh, the wind and the rain.
Yeah, this is talking about when Hannah was fucking like pushed Eve into the water and like started to drown
She
her.
floated up and she floated down.
Jesus.
Oh, the wind and the rain floated till a ship came by. Oh, the dreadful wind and rain. Out comes the captain's son. Oh, the wind and the rain. Father dear, here's
Okay. Interesting. I'm getting actually getting achievements for just like looking at some of these videos. Dip. Score draw. Okay, there's not too many achievements that you can just know about. Yeah. So that was interesting. I'm gonna look for Swan. That was she. So yeah, that was nothing. Okay. Oh, wedding has a few. We have 6 here. What do we got?
We spent the wedding night in a hotel in Brighton. It would have been too much to do more. We were saving for the baby. It was wonderful to be in a hotel, away from home, just alone together. Since then, we've always tried to get away for our holiday.
Okay. That's respectful. Reasonable.
Yeah.
I respect that.
We were 17. It was a nice wedding, people said.
Wedding at 17?
Sam looked very handsome in the photos.
Jeez, that's pretty
His parents paid for everything. He's an only child, so it was important to them.
Right.
It was what they called a shotgun wedding. But if you looked at the photos, you couldn't tell.
Mm-hmm.
The dress was beautiful.
Good old shotgun weddings, huh?
It looked like Princess Diana's. The train wasn't quite as long though. There's a great photo of the bridesmaid helping to carry it out of the car.
I'm gonna look up Diana. That's someone else we need to. Well, I mean, Diane is someone I need to. Well. And one more. It's almost 2 minutes. We've done.
The parents decided there would be a wedding. And after the wedding, Hannah moved in with his parents. There was no way I could follow. So we were separated again. I stayed in the attic. It was hard. It's like I suddenly didn't exist. I would sneak out, but in case anyone recognised me, I started wearing a wig. Hannah and I would meet up in the park. I was trying to get pregnant. But I couldn't. I couldn't do it with anyone we knew, so it was sex with strangers. Drunk guys I'd met in clubs, in parks, in alleyways. I was 17. It felt like I was being punished. And it was Hannah who betrayed us. I had to stop when one of the guys gave me an STD. When we met up, it was disturbing. For the first time, my reflection, she didn't look like me. She was fatter, flushed. If anything, I was getting skinnier. I had hard to look sometimes. We talked about what to do. Was it time to become our own people? And that seemed like the right thing to do, but neither of us wanted it. we agreed that her and Simon would get their own place as soon as possible, and then I could move in. And that was the plan.
Okay. I guess that's not what happened, huh? Alright, I'm gonna only do a couple more searches and call it a night, because this is getting nuts just thinking about this shit.
I think it was that time.
Like, I don't even know what I'm still trying to find who killed Simon, but I don't know, I have no idea.
That I got pregnant. Amazing, right? This fucking magic spell. And they say lightning doesn't strike twice. I didn't tell him. I was 3 periods. I had pretty irregular periods anyway, but 3. I had always thought we were infertile. Both of us. I didn't tell him. Just waited. Hannah and I were meeting for our birthday, and I told her because I thought she would be happy for us both.
But she was, and...
I think she was.
Oh. Add that there. Okay. Oh, well, that's not surprising. 9. Alright, these are gonna be the last ones. Let's figure out what else we can try to
ask me
learn.
about my sex life? I mean, isn't that private?
Nope. Not in these cases, honey. Sorry about that. But you gotta know everything.
Are you married?
Sometimes.
How is your sex life?
Anyway, Mark, how's your sex life? Oh, fucking hell. Boy, oh boy.
So, our sex life is probably fairly average for a couple after 10 years of marriage.
Okay. Clear, straightforward answer. Thanks. That's what they needed.
No.
It's kind of the
You're
answer
talking
they
to the
wanted.
wrong person if you become some kind of slut. You become the kind of person that would have had sex with all those guys.
Well, alright. I mean, they had to fucking ask questions, man. I'm sorry. Alright, one more. God, I just don't want to fucking stop playing, though. Fuck. Okay, so there's 3 here.
An affair. Simon wasn't having an affair.
But maybe he was, though. But maybe he was.
What did your wife do? She didn't kill you. You think I killed Simon because he was having an affair? Well, I didn't kill him. I wasn't even there. I was in Glasgow worrying about whether my baby was still growing inside me. I mean, why would I kill Simon? I loved him.
Alright, Hoofda. So what do we got left? We got tattoo, pregnant, plumber, they mentioned, married, it's probably going to be similar to wedding, come back and stay, what was that song? We got alibi, guitar, water, just fucking because, and then ballad. And then we got love, Diana, and STD. So, we got those. Whoo, boy. We've got a lot. We still have a lot, even more. Because, wow. Wowza. That is just a lot. There's achievements for getting 50% of the database filled, 75%, and then, of course, the whole thing. Just. Oofta. Forget that. That's just. I don't know about that. I do not know about that. That's just sketch. Useful search terms, no spoilers, huh? Yeah? How to watch all videos in order? 100% achievement guide. We'll figure it out. I don't wanna. I mean, maybe I'll use this search, useful term search, but it just feels too like disingenuous to do that. If I do it, I'm gonna do it on camera, because like that's just a little cheap to try to like force the story in a direction that it doesn't need to go. If I'm like completely dry, maybe I'll take a hint, but I don't really need to. I don't need to do that. I still don't know how the game technically ends. Is it like a video file that, like, once you find like maybe these specific video files, the game just like, all right, you're done? Or like what? I don't really know what it is, because it says one volume missing. I don't know what that means. Is it like one video that we have to unlock or something? That like, it's like a 5-minute video that just kind of like is like, all right, here's everything that happened, and here's like my confession or whatever. Fuck, I don't know. Whew, jeez. But anyway, I think that'll have to be it. So, thank you so much for watching. We gone through a lot. Does it repeat some, or I don't really know. Yeah, it does. It's literal the entire history. So, oh boy. Okay, video subtitles. I mean, yeah, you kind of really want those. Anyway, yeah, thank you so much for watching. It's like 2:30 at night, and fuck, I'm really tired. I mean, I played Tomb Raider today, and then I wanted to chill out with something else, and a game that runs better, of course, as well. So I did this. Oh gosh, and yeah, it does run better. It's been pretty consistently running at about like above 50 frames. So, and of course there's a couple times where it's like loading and it'll say like it drops to 1 frame, but all it's doing is loading the video, the files, like straight off the computer, I'm pretty sure. Because I'm pretty sure I downloaded every single video file onto my computer, like in the game folder, and it just has to like load that up. So yeah, like that's just what happens. But no problems on my end. I'm perfectly fine with that, because I'm just enthralled. Like this is just weird. This is just weird. Just beyond strange, and I love it so much. It's such a unique like game mechanic too. Like I'm sure there's like no games that tells a story like this. Like this is just incredible, and I love it. I love just like it's literally like you punch in key terms that you think are important, and then watch videos based on those key terms to find more key terms, and you just kind of keep expanding and going further down this rabbit hole, and you just keep discovering things that are just and trying to piece together this underlying mystery, and it's just so weird, and I love it so much. It's fantastic. And I'm sorry if it's kind of like this game has been like pretty like down low, like I'm not doing a ton of commentary, but I'm just enthralled. I just am. And I'm just trying to piece together shit. And so I'm just like writing shit down, like I've got a character sheet there, and that fucking weird code that I still don't know what that's for. Like, oh my goodness. I don't know. I don't even know if that was even a fucking code thing. It could have just been nothing. I don't have a fucking clue. I really don't. Alright. Well, anyway, that's it for me. We'll see you next time of whatever happens. Of hopefully this game, because fuck, I want to play more of this. Fuck, we're not even 50% done. We're not even 50% through this shit. Ugh. God. I had to get through 130 videos to get 50% of the way done. God damn. Fuck. Ugh. Alright, we'll see you next time. Have a good night.